Alright guys, so the Mario movie's almost here. Unless you're watching this after it comes out, then it is here. But either way, just from what I've seen in the commercials, I don't know how I feel about it. So in this video, I'll be going over everything that's wrong with the Mario movie. Now don't get me wrong, I'll go over the stuff I like, but this is mainly about what I'm not a fan of. First off, let me just talk about what I like about the movie so far. Animation looks beautiful. I think Illumination is going to do a great job with how this movie is going to look, how it's presented, all that good stuff. I'll also say the big cast of characters that we are getting looks phenomenal. Mario, Luigi, of course, Peach, Toad, we see Yoshi's in the trailer. We got Donkey Kong, and even some of the less popular Kongs. Bowser, all of his minions, everything like that. All the nods that I'm sure they'll do to the video games. And honestly, we'll just have everybody who's ever played a Mario game super excited to watch it. Other than that, I think that's about it. The music score might be pretty good. We're getting Mario Kart representation, also pretty good. Donkey Kong versus Mario fight, I guess you could say is Super Smash Bros, but I don't know about that. Either way, that's about it. Now we get into the bad stuff. Now by bad stuff, I just mean in particular what I don't like, me personally as a human. First off, because you can't not talk about this, is the voices. I feel like that is going to be the #1 thing that annoys me throughout the entire movie, is gonna be the voices. Have you heard Mario?
What is this place?
You could literally dub Mario over stinking Emmett from Lego Movie, and you will not be able to tell a difference.
What is this place?
Now, in the later trailers that the Mario movie has, it does sound like you can kinda hear a difference in Chris Pratt's voice, like he's trying. But it's like, bruh, I'm pretty sure they said Charles Martinet, who is the original voice actor for Mario, is going to be playing some of the characters in the movie, so it's like, why not just use him? Why?
It's a me, Mario! Woohoo!
And I have a theory about that. My theory of why they're not using Charles is because they want something different, and they want to get big names for their movies. Like, they got Sticky and Jack Black. They got whoever this lady is. I don't know, I've seen her in like 2 things. They got Seth Rogen for Donkey Kong, which honestly I actually think fits pretty well. But I feel like they got all of these big names because they were scared people weren't going to see the movie if they're like, oh, there's no actors I recognize here. It's like, bro, it's Mario. Literally anybody anywhere knows who he is. So why? I don't know. Mario obviously is the biggest issue for me. And I know there's so many people who are like, I couldn't stand to hear wahoo and let's go for 2 hours. And it's like, my brother, you play the games for countless hours on end. You hear Mario making those sounds and you're telling me you couldn't stand 2 hours of hearing him? And they're like, oh, but full sentences. It's like, bro, Charles Martinet has done full sentences as Mario before, and it sounds so good. Why? Because he is Mario. I don't get mad about many things, but when companies just use stupid stuff like this, it kind of annoys me. Don't get me wrong, I love Chris Pratt, but you can't just use your regular voice to play an iconic character like this. That does not work. Sticking trying to use like the famous Mario lines, bruh, dude, he says like the famous Mario lines, like the wahoo and the let's go, and it's just like wahoo, let's go, and I'm just like, bro, usually when you're trying to like pay homage to something, there is a certain way you have to do it where it's like it brings people back to like when they enjoyed that thing. They're like trying to call back to the games, and it's like, okay, that's great that you're respecting the games and stuff, but at least do it right. I don't get mad about many things, everyone, and if you've been in my channel long enough, you know that. But that annoys me. I remember when the second trailer came out, and it ends with the Mario Kart scene, and he starts pulling a drift, and he's like, wahoo! I'm like, what is that? You can't just... You took a famous line and you murdered it. That's not how that works. You can't do that, Nintendo. So that's something I'm going to have to get over while I'm watching the entire movie, but maybe I just need to cope. And then people are like, during the movie, since he's in the Mushroom Kingdom, his voice is going to start changing, and I'm like, bruh, how does that even make sense? He's picking up the accent? What accent? Nobody has an accent, bro. I swear, if they make a Legend of Zelda movie and they make Link talk, I'm gonna be like, it just aggravates me with some of these decisions they made, especially with the voice acting. The other thing that aggravates me is the fact that we're probably only gonna get Luigi for like 15 minutes of screen time. I feel like throughout the movie, it's just gonna be switching back and forth between Mario, Luigi, which is like, okay, but also, why? Donkey Kong is literally gonna have more screen time than Luigi. Guarantee it. I guarantee you. Donkey Kong is going to have more. Why? I'd like to talk about the other thing here. Donkey Kong has fire powers? Like, the heck? Since when did Donkey Kong get powers? I think that's what irritates me, is that Luigi is going to spend most of the movie in a cage while Donkey Kong is over here playing with Mario, and they're just like, we have powers and we're gonna stop Bowser. It's like, brew? The heck? Okay, so yes, Mario and Donkey Kong were like the first game, in the first game together, whatever. But it's like, it's literally called the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Where's the other bro? In jail, probably for the better half of the movie. I need my Luigi. So I'm not too excited about that. Then there's also Princess Peach. Not a fan of her voice. She sounds like a basic white girl. Is that offensive? Maybe. Don't really care. That's so mean. I shouldn't say that. She's going on the adventure with Mario, and it's like, okay, yeah. This is a thing. You get to play as Peach in the games. I'm not against it, but like, if Peach can go on the adventure, so can Luigi. So, what the heck? Like, I just don't understand. You had a choice between Peach and Luigi. Should have chose Luigi, and you chose Peach. I think that Jack Black's Bowser is actually just going to steal the spotlight, because he sounds really good. His character design is really good. How the Mario Kart segment is going to fit in there, I don't know. I hope it's not the final fight, because it looks like it is. Or they're doing the Mario Kart segment to the final fight, which I'd be fine with. How this movie is going to play out, I don't really know. I mean, if the whole story is just him saving Luigi, it's like, okay, I guess. Obviously, I haven't seen the movie yet, but I feel like it would be so much better if it was him and Luigi going on the adventure to save someone else, you know? Or not even save someone, it's just they gotta go across the land to stop Bowser because he has, like, some evil plan, and it's like, seeing them go on the adventure together. And, you know, maybe they had a big fight before they go into the pipe that takes them to the Mushroom Kingdom. And then through the adventure, they, you know, they fix whatever fight they had. And it's like, you know, a story about brotherhood. I think it'd be really good. Because that's one thing that Mario and Luigi have that, you know, I think you really connect with them as characters. And that's why I love the Superstar Saga game, is because there are parts in it where Mario gets separated from Luigi. And they, like, when they finally reunite together, they start crying or whatever, you know, it's dramatic, obviously, but just seeing the love that they have for each other is really cool. So I would love to see that translated into the movie. I don't know, man. I'm worried for the movie. I'm scared that the animation and the characters is going to be really the only thing good about it. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. The voices is going to be hard for me to get over, and just the overall story. I don't really understand what's going on. If it's really just to save Luigi and stop Bowser, it's like, okay, what's gonna happen between the middle of that is who knows what. I'm seeing it on opening day because, you know, I'm a Mario fan through and through. Like, I gotta watch it. So I'm really hoping that this movie will be a step forward for Nintendo to really get their foot in the door for movies and to represent more video game characters. In the end, I guess I hope the Mario movie does well. I have high hopes for it, but again, movies nowadays just aren't what they used to be, and I wouldn't be surprised if it flops. Though I don't think that will happen just because Mario is such a big household name. I hope that it does well, and I hope that it's a good movie. But that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I don't know if I'll do more of these. I'm not much of a movie guy, but this being Mario, I kind of have to comment on it. But until next time, you'll see me later.